Welcome back to this week's thrilling encore of Casual Commander Corner. This week's challenge was bulk rares, and I had trouble really defining what a bulk rare was, so this week I actually made two decks. One, which is going to be the focus of this video, and the other is more of a twisted abomination that I'll leave a link to in the description. But this week I defined bulk rare as anything under $1, and the other deck I tightened the noose around my neck and jumped off a cliff and made it 50 cents, and well, you can go check it out. For this deck I really only had one inspiration, well, two if you count Jeremy Knoll. Other than that, it would be V.Wealth, which I think is our favorite commander card, and it's also probably my favorite win con, and I'm actually going to leave another link to my actual deck. With V.Wealth being in Sultai colors, that really gives us only 5 options for commanders that are within our budget. And so for this one, we're going to go with Kadena, Slinking Sorcerer. I want it to be known that if we did 50 cents, we would only have one option, and that's why I went with what I did. But because we get to go with Kadena, I'm able to go back to my roots when I started at Cons Block, and I know that Cons Block had a lot of Morph and Manifest cards, and a lot of them were at rare, and a lot of them are bulk because a lot of people bought Cons, and so the price is pretty low. And with her, we get to draw cards, which is probably my favorite thing to do in Magic. But speaking of some of those bulk rares, we have Din Protector, which is basically just Eternal Witness. We have Kadena Silencer, which is basically just a Stifle. We have Bane of the Living, which is kind of a Toxic Deluge, and then I'm kind of pushing it with Thousand Winds, which is not at all, but sorta a Cyclonic Rift. But other than a few cards that really take advantage of having face down cards or making our entire army of 2/2s a little bit bigger, our main focus is of course making a bunch of mana and then trying to cast V.Wealth for a lot. However, I was able to be a little cheeky with some of the deck building. Now, a lot of these cards are not rare at all. In fact, most of them are common, but I was able to kind of break the rule a little bit with a couple of different mythics and promo cards that upshift the rarity to rare or mythic, which I just thought was way too cute to pass up, and hopefully that doesn't break the rules too bad to this thing that I completely made up. But honestly, this deck is really focused on V.Wealth, which is, once again, my favorite card. And this is a Wealth of Rares 2.0, which I find a bit more fun than 1.0. However, to hype up 1.0 a little bit more, it's a very unique deck. I have never built a deck like 1.0, and I do ask you guys to go look at it to just try to see what I was trying to do. It's not a good deck and very inconsistent, but if it does go off, which it can, it's pretty fun. But this one is more of my style to begin with, and that's why I'm bringing it to you guys. Plus it's a bit better. But let me know how you guys think of 1.0 and 2.0, and also if you have any challenges that you would like to send my way, please do. But I already have next week's built up, and I'll give you a little teaser for what it is. That teaser is going to be that the deck will be a blessing to your wallet.